Enforcing vegan food in the workplace? While an employer can demand there are no animal products on the premises, they don't have domain over your body. If you are off the clock for lunch, you can leave the premises and eat what you want. Edit. Where are they on leather shoes, bags? Check your local labor laws and also consider finding another job. Even if your boss can't force you to eat vegan only, they still sound crazy trying to over-control their workers, and it could be a toxic work environment in the long run. That's just my guess though. Is it a vegan restaurant or something like that? Because if so, it's reasonable that they expect you to eat vegan while at work to avoid cross-contamination. When I worked at a Jewish school, it was required that we eat kosher while we were at work. This is a question for our Legal Advice UK. You're unlikely to get any accurate information here given the amount of Americans on this page. I doubt asking you not to eat meat in the workplace is illegal under the Equality Act unless you have specific cultural, religious, medical reasons for not being able to eat vegan food. Most meat eaters eat vegan food every day, e.g. bread, potatoes, vegetables, so it's not like you're being asked to eat things you normally wouldn't. Of course, if you're allergic to everything except fish, eggs, milk and meat, then this could be discrimination. In terms of firing you for eating meat on site, I imagine that might count as unfair dismissal. But in the UK you can't lodge a complaint for unfair dismissal unless you have been employed for 12 months. I'm not an employment law expert though, but I'd interested to know how this works out. Hey, you should edit your post to make it clear that the company is only saying you must only have vegan food when you are on site, as it seems lots of people think they are trying to restrict your diet outside of work as well. I agree with this to an extent. I am also not vegan or vegetarian, by the way. My workplace is planning on doing the same and switching all catering outlets to plant-based produce. We are a conservation organization, but no restrictions on what you bring for lunch or order in, go off-site. I don't agree with the sacking bit or insisting what you bring in, but I do support the idea of a company having policy to be more environmentally conscious with their actions. None of us have the full picture, but this sounds like it is as much on you as it is them. Whether it is legal is not the point. It is a business based on helping animals. It is aligned with their values and not at all unreasonable. If you don't agree with their philosophy, then maybe you shouldn't be there. Packed lunch is a touchy subject around the world, unfortunately. To be completely sure, give a ring to your local labor board and see what your local laws allow. As for from my experience, for the most part they can't govern what you can and can't put into your body as nourishment. Problem is the gray areas. Is someone allergic? Have a food trigger? Is it a competitor's products? Stuff like this can all condone the banning of products in the business. This gets extra sticky because technically they own, rent the business and property. So they can choose to ban stuff in the store like food, perfume, certain clothing, even specific bills, i.e., $50 or $100, or even decide to go paperless. So it's hard to actually govern unless they are doing something crazy like searching your bags and throwing out unwanted stuff in the business. Legally, nothing is stopping you from stepping off property for a few min to eat your own preferences though. As you are in the UK, there is no legal basis for this. Aldi are paying $9.00 an hour and looking for staff. In usual Reddit fashion, this thread is full of commenters telling you to take extreme action that will almost certainly not be helpful. Sue them. Destroy them. create unnecessary conflict, etc. I feel like maybe the best course of action is just eat vegan food or take your lunch break somewhere else like most people do. If it's impossible for you to do those things, just go work somewhere else. They are allowed to establish a vegan environment in their workplace. If it's about animal rehoming, many of them are probably vegans. Info. Why vegan only in the middle of winter? Dairy and meat are fine the rest of the year? Why did you take a job at an animal charity? Yes. I worked at a synagogue and there were certain foods we could not bring into the building. If it's a vegan-owned business with vegan animal welfare type policies, then it's within their right. A lot of vegans will not allow animal products in their home either. But it's good you can leave the premises to eat the food which you prefer. It is also raises awareness of available alternatives, and that some people cannot enjoy dairy or meat because of health issues. Not just their choice. I gave up meat 10 years back. But I'm not the one who shows and screams it to everyone. Since it's my choice, and not force. As when it comes to dairy, I am lactose intolerant for the past few years. I was okay until I started to get bloated after anything containing bigger amounts of dairy inside. Although I love cheese, and I eat it if I'm 100% sure I'm staying home. And I'm still shocked by amount of people who don't realize what can happen to you if you eat that. Little to no harm. Just add to vegan thingy. We had barbecue this summer and made burgers with Impossible Burger meat for my family. They have all complimented that this was the best and not dry burger they have ever tried. And you should see shock in their faces when we said it's totally vegan and they had no meat in their mouths at all. Cold sweat smile. Eat a steak in the office. Then retire next year after you've won your unfair dismissal case. Dude got a job at a vegan charity and is surprised that they are vegan. Step outside of office to eat and take your full hour of lunch break. No working while eating BS. It's still a shitty situation though, and maybe try looking for a new job. This is not against the law, just quite odd. If you're allowed off-site to eat, then I don't see it being that much of a problem for you. Plenty of snacks etc. are vegan, so go off-site to eat bigger meals if you don't want to eat vegan at work and have vegan snacks available to you throughout the day. If it makes you that uncomfortable, maybe consider a new job.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. TooAfraidToAsk is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.